How are we doing?
Welcome back, guys, to Desi Boyz Podcast. Sorry about the long wait. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me and Zayn, where's your podcast at? Where's the episodes? Have you guys stopped doing it? No, we've not stopped doing it. We've just been a little bit busy with uni and family stuff, and just never got time to come to the studio and kind of get back on it.
Well, we're going to show you one day properly.
Yeah,
but we've done everything.
It's been like a nice what was it? Renovation.
Yeah. So we
to the studio, and slowly we'll
look after it.
Slowly we'll bring some more features to it.
Yes.
But Zayn, how you been, man?
Better.
How long? When was our last episode? We did like what 5 months ago or something.
Probably, yeah, something like that. We had one or two in between that had to get that got pulled.
What do you mean?
Oh, we had one in the car opening.
Oh yeah. Well, guys,
we recorded two.
The thing that's happened is that we did record 2 episodes, but because of technical difficulties on my side,
yeah, exactly.
They never got recorded in the proper way possible.
I knew it possible.
So it was recorded with no audio, but we recorded a full an hour podcast or something like that. But hopefully this is recorded the right way now. I've done all the checks properly.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have to record this like 3-5 times.
But how have you been?
More right, actually.
I know how you've been. Actually, you've been busy.
I've been busy.
So
I got a job.
You did, mashallah.
Got a
congratulations.
Part-time job. I'm not going to say where. I don't want people coming and be like, yo, Desi Boyz. No, I don't mind. Anybody come to me. But I got a new job. Just been really busy with that. Shifts and stuff, and not really had time to be free and stuff. So today was my free day, and I thought, you know what, Zayn, let's get back on this podcasting because people are actually missing it.
True. I've been off for a month. I contracted COVID-19.
Oh yeah.
I'm fully checked out now. I had that for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was on holidays as well. I had some holidays for recovery.
Yeah, you've been off work for a long time now.
I was off work for about a month. Because of that, and because of my annual leave sort of overlapped with it. Yeah. Because I get annual leave now, innit? So I've just been trying to get back to full health. I'm not 100%. I'm about 90% right now. I'm okay.
Still, at least you got about 10% left.
Yeah. As Yes knows, my body's a bit odd. In the sense, I went deaf for a few days.
There's always something wrong with this. Zayn.
And my taste and smell isn't fully back yet, and I still get pains here and there, but I'm okay. Alhamdulillah.
That's good.
We get on with it.
That's how we need it. We need to be good. We need to be full battery in it.
Full battery pump.
Well, also, guys, we've also just had a graduation thing, January as well.
We did. We graduated. Mashallah.
We didn't graduate this year. We graduated in 2020.
Yeah, we had
we had the party and they had the graduation ceremony.
Yes.
In 2021.
Then we had the party a few days later. The proper party. Thanks to Mushy.
Thanks to Mushy.
Big up Mushy.
Man, honestly.
Thank you for that invite. It was brilliant. We had a very good time.
Yeah.
But we danced all night that night.
We danced all night. Zayn was sweating like someone threw like 3-4 buckets all over.
I was dead.
Also, we haven't even said Happy New Year, guys, 2022. This is first podcast of the year.
2022. Yeah. Happy New Year, yeah.
Happy New Year, guys.
And Merry Christmas. We give Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas as well, yeah.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Yeah, bloody hell. See, this is how messed up everything has gotten. We don't even remember that it was New Year's. It's been a month.
I thought I'm still in 2020.
Fucking heads all over the place. Wow.
Yeah, it actually feels like 2021 has not existed at all.
It's a bit of a blur.
Literally. It's literally just gone past. I remember the start of last year, 2021. I was like, oh yeah, 2021 now. We're still in Corona.
Yeah, it was second lockdown, I think, about that time.
I think since Corona started, we've not it's like we've been sleeping or something, you know what I mean? Like the days have just gone past like mad. And we're already in January of 2022.
That's true.
2021's flown by,
Well, they're saying it. There's going to be a time where days feel like minutes, weeks feel like days,
now, isn't it?
and months feel like Like, come on, we're at the end of the month already. We didn't realize.
I know.
Where were you?
We're already halfway through the week. Wednesday.
Yeah. See.
It was like Sunday, like yesterday.
I know. Where were you on New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I think I was working.
Were you?
I was working on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
On New Year's Eve, exactly, like 12 midnight.
No, not midnight. No.
I mean, like
throughout the
day, for New Year kicking in. Where we probably at home.
I was at home because I always like to be with family on New Year's. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really like going out.
I didn't. I had very bad New Year's Eve. My parents were in Pakistan.
Oh.
So I was home alone, but it was even worse because I fell asleep about 11 o'clock. So I didn't know. I found out, I woke up and then I read all the messages and checked everything.
Doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is, what event it is. Zayn here is a sleepyhead.
I'm tired. I was asleep. And plus, I was still in COVID. I still had COVID.
Yeah, did you have COVID?
I still had COVID, so I couldn't do anything anyway.
No, you went out, man. Did you go out?
No.
You went out with Sufi, didn't you? New
Year's.
Yeah. You was all right then. You was okay on New Year's. You went out with Sufi to do go play pool. Remember?
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I fell asleep on New Year's at 11 o'clock. But before that, the day me and Sophie went out, we would play snooker and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got COVID. I was clear for COVID then.
Yeah,
sorry, I was cleared. Yeah, I was all good for that.
Yeah, it was all right then.
We went and we had a good day that day. We played snooker and we went for me and Sophie have a thing. We go for a greasy doner. Because Bradford's known for greasy doner.
I wouldn't know what that's like anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You've seen us demolish them. Our trip to the old kebab corners and that.
Yeah.
We did that. We had milkshakes and then we got stuck somewhere. We went for a drive. I'm sure we got lost.
Did you?
Yeah, we got lost somewhere. I think it was in Ilkley Moors or something, and it was beautiful. But like at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm driving through and there's like literally the roads are this tight and there's just trees coming over us. And I've got Sufi sat in the car with me, Sufi like this. He's looking around there.
Where are you taking me, mate?
He's like, what is going on here? And
but you know what I've noticed is that, you know, when you actually get lost is when you see the best views as well.
Yeah, it was sick. We went on this road. It was like we were in Wales or something. The roads were going like this.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It's like that, especially when you get
lost.
I
proper got scared because I went about 60 miles an hour around the bend. You could because there was no
speed limit.
It was a speed limit. So don't fucking be telling people I've been speeding. And Sufi crapped himself. But that was fun. I like scary.
He's always crapping himself.
When I did that wheel spin outside the church on the party, so people were like, he was sat there going, "Yo, chill." That was so funny.
It's actually been a crazy few weeks for us, isn't it?
It has a few months, I'd say.
A few months, yeah.
A few months.
Since we stopped doing the podcast, it's been really crazy. We finished uni. I think are you still at uni?
I've got a few months left, yeah.
Zayn's still studying his masters. I finished. I started a job.
Yeah, you finished in 5th or 6th or something from there.
In September or something. I finished.
Did you?
Yeah.
In January.
I gave my last.
Oh yeah.
Zayn got COVID. Yeah, it's been a crazy ride.
It has.
Even Sufi got COVID as well.
Yeah.
Hope Sufi's well on that.
He is well.
Shout out to Sufi.
Yes, big Sufi. He poor guy.
We want to try to get him on the podcast, but this guy is
too shy.
Too shy.
We'll see him one day. You will see him
one day.
Well, so we were going to talk about today's topic was.
Today's topic, I know it should be kind of fun, because you know it's a new.
It's the return.
It's the first podcast of the
year.
Return of the Mac. All right. It's supposed to be fun because obviously it's the first podcast of the year.
Yeah.
But on that, there's this very serious note at the moment because some tragic deaths have happened. Suicide deaths.
Unfortunately.
A guy which was he was well known in the Yorkshire region, DP. You know, we're sending condolences to his family.
Sincere condolences.
Yeah, he was a good guy. I didn't know him personally, but you know
people who knew him.
May his soul rest in peace, and anyone else that's thinking of doing the same thing, please don't do that. You know, there's always another option to life. there's so many benefits to life. I know we all go through stresses and
mental health
issues in life, but like this life is precious. You think
it's
about
a gift.
Yeah, it's a gift.
We are blessed.
Yeah.
Not just me and you. I think everybody is who's given life, and it shouldn't be wasted.
Yeah, it shouldn't be wasted. Yeah.
But these things do happen. It's been happening for so long now that it's become not normal, but it's become a bit of a regular occurrence. And the main proprietor of these issues is mental health issues. And we're going to talk today about men.
Yeah.
What we go through.
Yeah.
With these things. There's different factors that start these things off. In my experience, it's for me, it's never something. It's not something you can pinpoint that when this happened.
Yeah.
That's when things started to change. It just happens sort of organically without you realizing.
Yeah, so it's something that's kind of like a plant that grows inside, doesn't it?
Yeah,
really? Yeah.
But you don't really know that you've gone through it until you look back and think, hold on, I was struggling here, or I'm struggling now. It's hard to talk about because you can't pinpoint one specific time where you think, yeah, this is what started it off, and this is what happened to me.
Yeah,
because it can affect everyone in different ways. We were speaking about it before. You might be suffering from it, and it's depression, anxiety, all these different things.
Yeah,
they kick in.
And it's not something that you can actually see as well. Like, no. I can't see if someone's depressed. I can't see if Zane's depressed. Zane can't see if I'm depressed in a way, or if I'm thinking about something, certain something like.
Unless you're one of them ones that you wear your heart on your sleeve, and like, you can see it on someone's face.
Yeah,
but a lot of the times with men, we keep it bottled up, and that's worse because it's like anything like anger or pain, anything. You keep it bottled up. Either it's just going to come out and explode, or it's just going to eat you alive from inside.
Yeah.
And the other thing with men is the
question that you should ask is like I'll ask you this question is when you're struggling with something, who do you go to? Who do you call?
Well, firstly, when I've been through quite a few bits and bobs of my life, as everybody has. I'm not new to this. When I first was going through these things and depression and anxiety and all these little bits and bobs, it probably started about 3 years ago, 3.5, 4 years ago, something like that. I didn't know what was going on with me. I didn't understand. Yeah. Because it was new to me. I didn't know that these are things. I didn't know what depression was.
Well, what is it
I didn't know what anxiety was.
Well, what is it that you was kind of feeling?
I was going through severe anxiety and depression. Severe, like really bad.
Yeah.
I'd be sat in a room and everybody be laughing and joking. I'd be sat in the corner or sat there, and
would you be like serious and stuff like?
I wouldn't be listening. I wouldn't be in the room. It's just I'd be just sat there like this, and just because my head, I'd be thinking about so many different things, and it's like a cog. It just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning, and it drives you nuts. But I didn't know. I just thought at that point I'm just stressed. And that contributes towards it. But I didn't think it was depression, anxiety. Anxiety is one of the worst things I've ever been through. I've never felt anything as bad as that. But when I went through it first, I didn't know what it was. So I didn't know what to say. Yeah. And then I send the prayers. I send my prayers and my, to one of my teachers. My ustad, he saw it in me. And he says, then this is this, this, and this. And he explained it and he taught me and made me understand what it was. And he gave me some tools to cope with it, some spiritual tools, religious tools, because if you're a believer in faith, these things can help. Yeah. He gave me some tools for exercise. He gave me tools. He made me. I wasn't comfortable sitting with people. I'd always feel nervous. Yeah. For no reason. Even if it's not like we just sat together as 5, 6 of us, I'd feel nervous for no reason. Even if no one's talking to me, I just feel nervous. Yeah. He gave me more confidence to it. And I'm not, he actually knows this. I'm not a shy person. I'm not one of them I'm not shy. I'm not confident, but I'm not shy. I can hold a conversation. Yeah. I can quite easily hold a conversation. But I started to become anxious and nervous for no reason. And he gave me skills, he gave me tools to cope with that. I still use them to this day. Excuse me. So I'd go to him. Then my mum, she's gone through a lot in her life.
Yeah.
She's epileptic and stuff. But for some reason, when I'm not feeling right, if someone's bothering me, if I'm feeling down, or if I'm having issues, I always go to her. Even I should go
your first.
Firstly, it'd be Ustad. First,
right, okay. And then
I know people say family first, but for me, he is family.
Well, the thing is,
so I'd go to him first.
Sometimes it might be the reason why you go to him first is because you feel like he's in a similar position as you.
Oh, he's been through it all.
Yeah,
he's been through it.
So someone that's been through it is like you
get experience.
Gel with them more.
Yeah. Plus, he doesn't sugarcoat anything. He tells me exactly what I need to hear.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. A lot of the times I don't like it. I really don't like it. Because it pisses me off, and it's like because it brings out things in me that I'm trying to keep inside. But he brings them out. Then I see it and I'm like, but then I need to know that. I need to see that. I need to understand that, because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to move forward.
Yes, because a lot of like, say if you're talking to someone like just normally, or like a friend or family, they'll tell you things that you want to hear, kind of things.
Is this?
Yeah, they tell you things you want to hear.
Is this?
Yeah.
And sometimes that works, but sometimes it doesn't. For me, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
This only works when I'm really gone.
Yeah.
Then I need old slide. Then I need someone to say to me, "You'll be alright." Don't worry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like.
Yeah,
you've seen it. Yeah. But most of the time, I need someone to just be straight with me and just tell me, "Listen,
this is what it is.
This is what it is. This is what's going on. You need to do this, and this, and you'll feel better."
Well, I think that's what most people need nowadays as well.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't take that.
A lot of people can't take it at the same time, but I feel like it's a help in a way as well.
It is a big help. It's a big help
because it makes you think in different avenues, isn't it?
It does.
Because when someone tells you,
I've never, my dad.
Yeah.
I'm close to my dad. Like most people are. But I've never, if I've been upset, even if he's asked me what's wrong, I've never been able to tell him. Not because I think he's going to say, "Oh, grow up," or "do this or do that." Or he's going to be harsh. He's not going to be. He's going to be, "Look, it'll be all right." But just in something inside, it just doesn't let me. You know what it is? I don't know. I've never understood what that is.
I understand.
I've never even
I understand that. I understand why we do that. Because sometimes I feel like
he's going to watch this as well.
It doesn't matter. It's all right. Family understand. There might be certain things that we can't tell our family, like, because we might think, okay, they might think this about me,
or they've got their own issues,
or they might just tell me, "Oh, just grow up," or something like that. But when you talk to someone like a friend or someone that you relate to a lot more, like you for example, if I have something that's that I'm beating myself about, or I'm thinking about, what I do is I turn to Zayn, kind of thing. You're my kind of first response kind of thing, because like Zayn is like, what, you got 25, 26 now? 26.
He's younger than me, by the way.
I'm younger than Zayn. I'm like 23, yeah?
Yeah,
but I'm not that much of a kid, chill out.
You don't look like one.
People think I'm like 30 or something. But
that's why, isn't it?
No, but if I have something wrong, or I want something to talk about, I always turn to Zayn, because I always feel like Zayn's got a lot more experience than me in life. Because what I've heard from him and what he's kind of told me, in a way, I always call Zayn my ustad, you know what I mean, in a way, because like he tells me certain things that I don't understand sometimes and I can't grasp, and Zayn kind of just tells me bluntly, like, this is what it is. And even if it's like something that he don't even think that it might yash my mind about this, because he knows that I'm just going to be straightforward with him, you know what I mean? And that's something that I feel like really helps as well, because it makes you think as well, you know what I mean? Like, when you tell me certain things, like, say if I ask you, "Okay, Zayn, I'm struggling with this," or "Zayn, I don't understand this, but why is this happening?" And he'll just tell me, "It's this." You know what I mean? And he'll make me think in a way that I've not thought before, which is why I think it's really, really helpful.
Well, this is, you see, there's sort of a line through this. So my teacher, to me, the way he tells me things, that's how I try and explain it to you. if you have an issue or something. Another thing is, after my ustad and like my mum, if someone's really bothering me, I'll always come to Yash as well. I might have more experience in certain things, I might understand certain things, but Yash has got this. He's got this quality that I don't have, and I'm not seeing in a lot of people. He'll make you feel so comfortable. He just chills you out straight away. For no, even if like I could be proper, he's the one guy who can control me when I'm pissed off. And I'm not. Yash knows this. When I get angry, I lose it. I go proper mental.
Yeah.
And he don't touch me, alright. He just says certain things. And it's just like the other day, I remember yesterday or something, we were on the phone.
Yeah.
And you sent me a message. Or that's all he said. And I just chilled out straight away. I was just like, you know what? He said it to me. He said, I'm fine now.
You know what it is? You know what I've seen is that.
And he's one of the very, very few people who can actually chill me out and proper thingy me. That's why I spend so much time with him, because when I'm with Yash,
it's just that vibe, innit? We just got the same vibe.
I'm just so relaxed. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to think he's trying to pull a fast one. I don't have to think. I don't think that with any of my friends at all. But with Yash especially, I don't think he's doing. Something's going to go wrong here, or this might happen, that might happen, this might happen. I'm just relaxed, because I know Baji's just going to enjoy himself, and I'm going to enjoy myself.
That's how.
That's one thing that really helps with mental health.
That's how it should be. But Baj, not a lot of people have that. Like, especially this guy DP, right?
Yeah.
DP, for example, we don't know what happened or what his problem was or what he was thinking. Maybe he didn't have someone like that.
Most likely.
Because nowadays.
But the thing is, sorry, Paj, I'll cut you off. The point I wanted to make as well was, and we're going to expand on, sort of talk about this further. But if you are going through stuff, I'm talking to the lads here. And you feel ashamed or embarrassed, you need to talk to someone. You need to find someone who can understand what you're going through. Whether it's a male, female, doctor, a therapist. A shout out to Sadia, one of my mates. She's newly become a therapist. I'm gonna give you the details. We'll put it on in the bio and stuff. You speak to her, she'll help you out with any sort of issues you got going on. She's really good, and she's a very sweet person. I've known her for a long time.
Yeah.
You need to find someone. Even if you need to pay out your own pocket, do it. You know, if you don't have someone around that you can speak to, just like I've got him or I've got Ustad or whatever, you've got me, whatever. You need to pay out your pocket, do it. Because the quicker you get it out your system, the quicker you talk about these things, the better you'll feel for it. The more you keep it bottled up inside, it's going to eat you alive. I promise you, it'll eat you alive.
And that's what probably ate DP alive.
Probably because he didn't have that in him to go and speak to someone.
Yeah.
And it's how ego kicks in at certain points as well. Male ego kicks in. And we've talked about this before, where we think, I don't know,
Oh, I couldn't handle it, or this, that, But that's the perception that's been going on for a long time now, isn't it? Like men,
especially in our culture.
Yeah, especially in our culture as well, because men are supposed to be kind of the upper hand in it. They're supposed to be the support, the safety, the protector. But
you don't know what people don't he's going through to give that.
What some people don't understand is that maybe the man needs to be protected sometimes as well.
We do, man. We do. But you know what I mean?
We're human beings at the end of the day, regardless of our gender, right? Like, I understand, we're not gonna be like, I don't mean like start fucking beefing every day, like, you know what I mean? But just talk about what you're feeling, or to have someone try find quality friends.
Yeah, that's the one. That's a very good point. Very good point.
Only quality people.
Try and you're only as good as you are. You're only as good as the company you keep and the crowd you bring. So if you're try and be careful, and this is a lot to the youngsters as well. Yeah. It's all good trying to look cool and trying to look this and like look like whatever. When you get to a certain age, trust me, things get difficult. Yeah, it has to get. This is what life is. It does get difficult.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
When you get to a certain age, Bad, you know as well as anyone, things pile up and it gets to you.
Yeah, you lose it.
At that point, that's when people say, "I've got a good support group around me. I've got a support system." I never understood that before. I was like, "What a support system? Are they holding you up or something?"
Oh no.
Now I know what it means. You need to have that
support system. Yeah, everyone does need it.
You need to have that group of friends or group, whoever they are, friends, family. It might be someone from your local like social club or something. I don't know, or like whatever. You need to have that.
Well, you can tell when someone's quality if you think about it, because it's just the way their actions, what they do in the day, how they think. Because when you do meet someone first time, there could be someone that's like, really shook up and like, yeah, I'm everything. But then there's them other people that are humble, kind of down to earth. They know they're basically screwed on in a way. Do you know what I mean? And like them are the type of people that you need to be friends with. Them are the type of people that you need to kind of hang around with, because it'll help you in a lot of avenues in life.
True. I always say, if when you're choosing friends, try and choose friends who have seen the world. And by seen the world, I don't mean like traveled everywhere. I mean like they've seen good times, they've seen bad times, they've been around, because that experience that you get from that, and sitting in different company and sitting in different, with different people, that teaches you a lot about life. And with that, you can adapt to situations, and that helps you a lot.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if you're gonna sit with people that are not quality, and meaning as quality as meaning as like they've not been through stuff, or they don't understand certain things, and
they're boxed up in their own little.
They take everything for advantage, advantage in their live. They're just gonna kind of not help you in your mental state as well.
They won't be able to. They don't know how to.
Yeah, because they don't know how to themselves. So
they live in a bubble.
Yeah.
And if you live, I always say the people who live in a bubble, to me, they're worthwhile. They're worthless. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I hope people think differently. But I think that's worthless, because what have you got? You're just in a bubble.
Yeah.
Everything outside that bubble is meaningless to you. And yet the whole world is outside that bubble, where you need to go and experience it.
Yeah.
You need to go learn from it. That's why I always say to you, never deny yourself education. Never ever deny it, even if it's bad education. Like, even if it's something that this is gonna, this isn't right. Learn from it. It's the best thing you can do, because it gives you certain tools. And this is what I talk about stars as well. Or like you've got certain skills and tools within yourself that you show, like when you show compassion, you show a lot of care. I know that from you.
Yeah.
And that helps in certain situations with certain people.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
With Ustad, or maybe you say with me, I might be a bit more firm, a bit more straight up. I might be a bit more, a bit more careful with what I say. But you need that. So you need that sometimes to give you the tools and think, you know what, I need to do this, and this is going to help me throughout. Like when I was, I said poorly. What I needed to do was, I got myself into a bubble. I closed everything off, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to speak to. I didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know how I'm going to help myself. I thought I could help myself by just getting away from everyone.
Yeah.
That made it worse. And when you and Ustad, when everyone started to push me out and get me into people, get me in fucking, sort this guy out, that's when I got back to who I am. And I remember, what the hell was I worried about so much?
Yeah, because when you're alone, what happens is
you start overthinking.
You start overthinking about a lot of things. You start overthinking about life. You start thinking, okay, if I'm in this position today, I'm not going to be anything tomorrow.
Yeah.
And a lot of people hide that, as well. Like, say if you go to, even with like families you might meet or friends that you might meet, they hide that a lot within them. I mean, we know certain people that are like that. But it's really important to always talk to people that you think, you know what, if I tell this person this, they'll be all right with it, or maybe
he's trying to help me.
Yeah. So like, it's not a bad thing if you ask for help.
No.
Because maybe a lot of people might think, oh, I don't want to be a burden, or I don't want to.
Listen, it takes half an hour. If you spend half an hour with someone, or an hour with someone, just listening. That's what and one of the biggest thing that I've learned in my life.
Yeah.
If you take your time out to listen to someone else, let them talk. Yeah. An hour, 2 or whatever, every time they're gonna need.
Yeah.
Just to get it out of their system, to get their worries out. They'll feel. You don't have to say a word. They'll feel better. Because they get it out.
Because they get it out, and maybe there might be 2-3 sentences you might say in there, which they've not even thought about.
Yeah.
In their head, and they thought, you know what, that makes sense. That.
Yeah. And the other thing is, nowadays with men, believe it or not, we do have a lot of pressure on us.
Yeah.
We have a lot of pressure. I mean, from fucking 20 different directions.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So you need that avenue to get yourself out. You need that avenue to speak to people, to speak to your friends, your family, whoever it is.
Yeah.
You need to do that, because if you don't do that, mate, that's them four walls are going to cave in on you, and you won't be able to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
and that's why it leads to people like this young man.
Yeah.
Who unfortunately did what he had to
like
do.
we don't know we don't know why he actually committed suicide, but you know, it could have been girlfriend problems,
Could
it
be
could have
anything.
been family problems, it could have been friend problems, it could be bullying.
You never know.
You know, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on nowadays on social media,
and that's another thing that we wanted to talk about, social media. We've talked about social media before.
Yeah.
To me, social media, I know we're on YouTube, but this is sort of a bit different. I'm talking
Well,
about
it has its goods and bads, doesn't it? That's the thing, isn't it?
Everything has its pros and cons.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about, you know, your Instagrams and your Snapchat and your influencers.
Yeah.
And you're portraying something other than what you are. That's like living your life like an open wound to me.
Well, you know what? You know what it is? You know, all these Instagrammers, right? It doesn't matter how much money they make, right? I was looking at a podcast actually. I was watching KSI, right, and Logan Paul, right, podcast, and what they said is that they've seen millions and billions, right, and they've been with billionaires, but what they've understood from all of that is that they have the same problems as I do.
We all have the same issues.
So, you know, it's like there might be certain people that think, you know what, if I was in their position, I'd be loving life.
Yeah.
But the problem's not going to go away.
Exactly.
Yeah, money can sort out being comfortable. You can be comfortable with money. You can just buy certain things to be comfortable, but your problems will go away.
No. Problems never go away.
Never go away. Yeah.
No, I mean, that's wrong. I shouldn't say they never go away. They do go away, but you'll always have problems.
Well, it depends how you deal with them.
No, but you
depends how you deal with your problems.
But
because
if you always have them, you'll always have an issue. You'll always have.
There'll always be some issue in your life that you're probably gonna tackle, because there's always challenges rising. You know
that's the whole point of life.
Yeah.
If there
are no challenges, but life will be boring.
There's no point. There won't be a point of God. We believe in God, so it's our faith. Yeah. We wouldn't believe that God created life if there was going to be no issues, there's no problems, no internal issues, no outside issues, external. Even the smallest thing can be an issue, like bloody hell. You know, I need to go fuel up my car. That's really technically a problem.
It's a problem, yeah.
Technically, you're sat inside. I know it is you know, the furthest thing from your mind, but you're sat inside, warm, chilled out, and you know what England's like, it's fucking freezing outside, especially Bradford. 0 degrees, and thinking, oh man, I need to go fill my car up, I can't be bothered. And then you think, no, but if I don't do it, then I'm just going to be that can just go, and it can, that chain of thought can end up in, I'm going to be bankrupt tomorrow.
Exactly.
Genuinely, that's what happens. This is how the train of thought works. Yeah. I've examined that on myself. I've seen it where tiny little thing starts, and the cogs start moving. Then the next thing comes. Then the next. Then it goes. It's like a machine gun. And then the bomb explodes, and you're bloody. I'm in bed, bloody. You know, going with the thingy. I'm thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Yeah. And everything in reality, everything's fine.
Yeah, in reality. But the thing is,
in reality, everything's completely fine, because you've still got your friends and your family, and you still got help and support. Yeah. You still got a job. There's still your whole life ahead of you. But you're so caught up in your own mind.
You know what it is?
That just sends you off on them.
You know what it is? I think where overthinking starts is, like, say if there's a certain thing that you need to do in life. Say your goal is that you want to be, you know, say a pilot. Yeah. But your end goal is being the pilot, but all you're thinking about is the end goal.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking about what's in between all that, and then you're thinking, oh, I've got this, I've got that, I've got this. But what people don't understand is that just think about now.
Yeah.
And what you're gonna do now,
day to day.
Because whatever you think about now will change tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And plus, you never know how things can get easier.
Things can get easier. Opportunities arise in life.
There's one thing that I saw yesterday, and it reminded me of what we're talking about now. That reminds me of this. We believe that when God created heaven, the angel Gabriel, he said, whoever sees this, they're going to do everything they can to get in to heaven, because it's unbelievable. The beauty of it, we can't imagine.
Yeah.
God put obstacles in the way of heaven. Hard obstacles, trial, tribulation, suffering even. And then Gabriel saw it, and he says, I hope people can get into this, because these temptations in front of heaven, the obstacles, they are hard. They're going to test you.
Just with anything in life.
Look at life. With life, your end goal is the pearly gates of success, or what we deem as success. Yeah. Every individual is different, which is fine. But in front of them, there's always obstacles. There's always going to be shit
just
that
like
you
life,
have to do.
Just like life.
When I'm talking about life, there's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be stuff. If you can, and rather than taking them one at a time, you can take them one at a time, but rather than doing it on your own, if you've got your people around you, good people around you, your friends, your family, your teachers, neighbors, anybody, they
do.
Certain people can just show up in your life and you don't know where they come from. But
you know what?
But they'll just hold your hand and be like, "Don't worry, come on, I'll show you how to do it."
You know what? That's really true. That is, because
it's true. I believe that.
For example,
there's so many people in life that I've had that have just popped out of nowhere, and they've guided me and they've helped me and they've put me through these situations where I didn't think I could get through.
That's really true.
And they made it easy for me.
That's really true, bro. My next door neighbor, right? The African people that live next to me. I remember the day they moved in.
Yeah.
Right. In my head, I thought, they're just next door neighbor. Probably won't end up talking to them. Probably high and by. But my family and me got so close to them. Right. Yeah. They're like family to us, second family type. And what I've noticed is that family came in as a blessing in a certain way, because the time that they moved there, I was in secondary school. Now, I don't know if anyone knows this. Whoever's watching might know me, or if anyone, or any of my cousins watching or whatever. But I never thought I'd get past GCSEs, ever. I never thought I'd get past GCSEs. I never thought I'd go to college. I never thought I'd go to uni, right? But my next door neighbor, right, they helped me quite a lot. Yeah, shout out to my next door neighbors, but they helped me through life a lot. They taught me a lot of things. They said a lot of things. They sat there with me and they talked about a lot of things. That, like, I remember there was a time when I was like, I don't know whether to go to sixth form or go to college. And my next door was like, go to college. And I was like, why? It was like, because opportunities, this, that. And because of that person, that push, I got so much confidence in me. And like, if you saw the Yash in secondary school, you'd be like, this is not the Yash today. Because my personality has changed so much, bro.
It does. People influence because of them. They do influence. I'm not talking about influencers. People in life, normal human beings, they influence you. They change you. Like I ended up in college because my manager, he said to me, "Don't go sixth form." He goes, "Listen, go to college." I says, "Why?" He goes, "You learn so much more there. You'll see a different world completely. Here, it'll be like you're still in school. You don't need that right now. You don't need that. You need to go and be in an adult environment, and that's a different environment completely." When I showed up, I was crapping myself. Genuinely scared. After 3 days, I felt like the king of the world. Yeah, I was buzzing. It
was a totally different vibe.
It was a vibe that I'd never realized. I was like,
"It's like this life."
Wicked. And that's so much fun, and I just enjoyed it so much. But this is what happens, and this is what you need.
That's what I'm saying. Like, God sends certain people in your life, like just like you and me met. Yeah. Like, I never know. Like, I remember the first day I saw Zay, and I was like, I always thought in my head, I'm going to be mates with this guy. I don't know why I used to always think I'm going to be mate with this guy. He's got like a good vibe to him.
This actually reminds me of something that we can talk about within a certain bracket. So we met, we got to know each other a little bit here and there. We spoke, this, that, the other. One day I'm coming into uni and Yash is ringing me like mad. And this is like literally 2 or 3 weeks after we got to know each other. And I was thinking, why is this guy, what the hell's going on? What are you bashing my line for? What's going on? And I picked him up. I was, yeah, you're right. He goes, yeah, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. I was like, okay, everything okay? He goes, I just want to talk to you about something. And Sunny said, talk to Zayn about this issue. And I says, okay. I said, give me 2 minutes. I'll be there. I went in and we spoke. And that was the day when I properly got to know what the hell's going on. And then I was like, okay, right, I'm gonna vibe with this guy, but I know I got the gist of him now. I know what's going on with him, and he does need a bit of a helping hand now. If I can do it, I'm gonna do it, because he's a good lad. He's a good lad, and I rarely say that. If, I'll help when I need to. And I try and go out my way for people to help him, but I always suss them out first. Try and suss them out. Is this guy full of shit? or do you actually need help?
Mm.
Because certain people that you think need help, but they don't.
They don't need help.
They're just there to
waste time.
Waste time.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to help themselves. With you, I knew this guy's not wasting. He's going to help himself as well. But I can help him with that issue that was going on.
Yeah. With the issue that was going on at that time.
And then the thing I wanted you to know more than anything was that you're not alone in it. Everybody's been through it. Every person has been.
Zayn has been a really big help in my mental health in a certain way as well, because if I feel like if at that time Zayn didn't come and meet me in college, I think I would have been in a different place today.
Let's hope. You still had good people around you.
Yeah, I had good people around.
You still had good people around you. Just my tabla was a bit different.
No, but like like you said, your Ustad told you just like straight up, and just like told you what you want to hear. Kind of he didn't just tell you what you want to hear. He just told you like shit that you didn't want to hear as well.
He told me exactly what I needed to hear, not what I wanted to hear. That's the big difference. I can tell you what you want to hear. If you say, "Oh, Badge," for example, you do something here, and you say, "But that's sick, innit? Is that good? Is that what's this like?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was awesome. That was brilliant. Wow, I can't believe you did that. Rather than saying, "Well, you need to hear, yeah, that was good, but what else can you do? Or what's next? Or something else?"
Yeah.
And then it makes you think, hold on. Yeah, well, this is what I need to. This is what I need to hear. Not what I want to hear. I don't want to hear people always just go like this to me. Sometimes I need people to grab me by the ear and fucking say, "Hey, mate, you need to do this. You need to sort this out."
Yeah. I mean, there's always that certain person that I feel like comes in everyone's life. Well, some people don't actually get that opportunity as well, but they always get that certain person in their life that they think, you know what, that person is gonna help me a lot. And
it's more. When you've been through similar things, you connect quicker.
Yeah.
That's why I always think if you speak to someone who's been through what you've been through in different situations, you seem to connect quicker. I've been through what you've been through.
Yeah.
You've been through what I've been through. So if I'm not feeling too good, or if I'm reminiscing, for example, which I do quite often, I start reminiscing and then I get upset or I get whatever. I know I can speak to you about it, and you're gonna tell me, you're gonna sort me out because you've been through it yourself. And that's and if you don't have a person like that, there's still other avenues out there, good people, good avenues where you can go and seek help. And seek help. Do it. Don't
think of all the positive ways.
Don't stop yourself.
Yeah.
From getting help. Do not stop yourself from getting help. The moment you think to yourself, "I'm alone and I'm gonna do this myself," you've had it. Because you know what happens, but you
know what happens sometimes in life. Sometimes you think that, I get through this myself, but sometimes you need that helping hand.
You can't.
You know what I mean?
You can't always get through yourself.
You can't. You always need help. It doesn't matter who is it from.
Exactly, because you haven't got you as a human being most likely haven't got every single tool, every single skill to get yourself through these hard times.
Yeah, no, because it might be certain things that you don't know, and someone knows a lot more than you.
Exactly,
and
they know how to get you through it.
Because at the end of the day, life is like a learning curve, really.
The whole thing is
everything we do every day is like a learning thing. So like me and Zayn do music. There might be certain things Zayn tells me, or there might be certain things I tell Zayn. But we're always learning, bouncing off each other, okay, this, that, okay, I understand that now. And there's a lot of things in life that some people might think, you know what, if I ask for help, might come across
am I lowering my heads? Am I lowering myself?
Yeah, I'm lowering myself.
You're not lowering yourself, because if you need something, you need help, you need to go and get it. It's like you need a job, right? You're going to go out and do everything you can to get a job. If you need to eat, you need to do everything you can to eat. It's simple as that. If you need help with something, go out and get it. Go out and get that help. It's available. There are good people out there. There are friends, there are family, there are other avenues. Go out there and find it, because the moment you think to yourself, "I don't need anyone, I'm going to do it myself," I promise you will be
absolutely gone. Yeah,
you kaput then.
Yeah.
Especially our generation and the younger generation, I've seen it in them. Then I don't think they're strong enough to try and cope with these things themselves.
Nowadays people are not that strong.
They're not. Maybe our elders were,
like parents
and grandparents, but what they've been through, we could never.
What they've been through is like a total different type of struggle.
But then they had people as well. They had their brothers.
They had people. They
had their families. They had other avenues. They had their friends and things like that. Everybody needs that. But what the issues they had, we never had. What issues we have, they never had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that shows that there's always going to be problems and issues, but you need to go at it with as many people as you possibly can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a gang mentality towards it.
What else can you say? It's like...
And one thing also, sorry, interrupt you again, this COVID bullshit, the last 2-3 years, that's effed up people more than anything.
Yeah, especially mental health.
It's really affected people with mental health. This isolation, these the quarantine periods.
Yeah. It is really hard, like staying inside, not getting to see anyone, not even to get to see the day or getting to see the night. You know what I mean?
But that first, I was buzzing when it happened. First few months, 2 months, I think it was.
I think everyone was buzzing then because I think
it was like a holiday.
No, because what it was, we were also kind of stressed out of life at that time. We was like, yes, we're finally getting on there.
Yeah,
but we didn't know that because we're so used to that keep on the move.
How badly it's going to
mess our head up in a certain way.
But even then, I can only speak from my experience, our experience even. We were all right.
Yeah.
Our shit kicked off after it ended and it started to get back to normal. Then it started to be, then something just changed inside me. I don't know what it was. But during the actual quarantine period, we were loving it because we were just playing Call of Duty all day long.
We were just playing games all the time.
just playing games all day long and just chatting and chilling out and just it was weird.
Yeah.
But then we all got really fat.
Yeah.
Some more than others.
Weight on you.
I got really fat. I remember fucking I was massive.
I got really fat. You see me, man. I can see my like I look at my old pictures. You can see my like skin overlapping my body, man. I was like, yeah, what's going on here?
That was crazy. But this is what you need to do more than anything.
Yeah.
Get your friends together. Speak about if you have issues, speak about it. But if you don't have issues, I hope you don't. When you get together, enjoy each other's company. Have a laugh.
Not even just friends.
Talk about things.
Not even just friends. Sit in family as well.
True.
Don't lock yourself in a room. Don't think that I'm just gonna sit in this room all day long and I'm just gonna like.
Unless like my family, where you just want to punch them all and just stay away from.
No, but sit in your family. Talk about old times. Have a laugh.
Yeah. Sophie's wicked for that.
Yeah, but no. But the thing is, if you're one person that's listening right now, and you're that person that sits in your room all day long, and just kind of thinks all day or kind of tries sort your problems in your head. Go downstairs. Change your habits of sitting upstairs.
Go downstairs. Get out. Go for a walk.
Get out.
Clear your head.
Go with your family for a walk.
Yeah. Take them outside. Right. Or you get up, you lazy kids. We're going out. Go for a walk. If you've got a car, go for a drive. Go for a long drive. I never used to like long drives. Never. I love them long. I get in my car. I put the heaters on. I get my heated seats on, and I go for an hour. I don't care where it is. I just drive, and I just put a bit of slow R&B on. Open the window a bit and just chill, and it gets me so relaxed.
Yeah.
And for lads as well, I should recommend this. Every few months, get cupping done. Cupping. Fantastic treatment.
I've actually wanted to do that.
I might go in about a week or two. I'll take it with me.
Yeah.
Get that done because it's fantastic. Women as well. So go for a spa day. I know it sounds girly. Trust me, you want to go for a spa day.
Yeah, I want to do that as
well. Go out and get yourself a spa somewhere. Go to a nice spa. Get yourself relaxed for a day. Go get your massages and your hot tubs and your hot rocks and stuff. Yeah. It will help. The more relaxed you feel, the more at ease you feel, and the more you'll stop overthinking. Because it really does help.
Self-treatment, you always need that.
You do need that. Look after yourself as much as you can. Diet is important. You need to do these things, and it will help you. We talked about the mental side of things, physically as well.
Exercise is very important.
Every day, which that's amazing.
I feel like exercise has helped me a lot as well.
Yeah.
Especially with like mental health and overthinking things. Exercise is so good for the brain.
It does,
and it's so good for the body.
It does.
If you're just gonna sit there and eat junk food all day, it's not gonna help you in any way.
No,
you're just gonna think about stuff, and you're just gonna be like lazy and sleepy.
Exactly.
And
do some sort of physical exercise. I play cricket every
even if it's just like a half an hour walk or 15 minutes walk. Go for a walk, or just walk inside your house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That could help.
Try get yourself a Fitbit. or get even in your phone, if you don't want to spend any money on a Fitbit, just get your phone. It has a step counter. Download the app or something like that. Do a bit of steps inside, because I understand some people are always like lazy about it. Oh no, I can't bother doing exercise. I'm not an exercise person, but it's not even just to look good in appearance way. It's for inside as well, because
100%.
what you're not understanding is that you need to kind of get moving, get your body moving, get a bit active. Because sitting down is all you're gonna do is get ill.
Yeah, exactly.
Heart disease, illnesses.
That too.
You know what I mean?
He is just gonna mess you up.
Yeah.
You're just gonna you got
Depression.
so much time on your hands. You're just gonna be thinking. When you play sport, you're knackered and you just take your mind off everything. Like I play cricket every week. I'm going tonight actually,
which is very good,
and I love it. Today I was thinking we'll go and play snooker, because I do like snooker now. I'd like to for a while, but do these sort of things. Go to the gym if you have to, or work out at home. These physical activities, sort your diet out, your meal plans. These things really do help. Really, really help, and do things you enjoy.
Yeah, do things.
One thing I always say to people is, whatever you enjoy, do it. We enjoy music. We come and do music.
Even if it's like you enjoy going to the cinemas or something like that,
do it.
Go do it.
If now you can. There's no
you can. There's no restrictions. Use the advantage.
Thank you, Boris.
Spend a bit of money on yourself as well sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean spend like thousands, but like spend something that will make you happy. Go to
do things and get things that make you happy as well.
Yeah.
Obviously not excessive, but
obviously too much of everything is bad for you. But enjoy yourself. Life's too short in thinking about problems all day.
Exactly. What's the worst?
Thinking about what people think of you as well.
What's my line?
That's a really big thing.
That is a very big thing.
There's a lot of people out there that people's opinions matter towards them, which it really doesn't. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you, even if it's right or wrong. You should value yourself.
Value yourself, and if you know you've got good character, if you know you do everything sincerely, then stop worrying about what anyone thinks.
Because then
if they don't like it, fuck them.
The only person that knows you best is yourself. You know what I mean?
True.
You know yourself.
But do you know, like, do you know, for example, you're a good lad, you're caring, you've got a good sense of humor, everything. I know you're not one of them who's gonna go out and start a beef with anyone, or you're gonna you've got awkward, or you've got ego, or you're a cunt. Pardon my language.
It's alright, it's Desi Boyz Podcast.
Yeah, no, but first one back, I don't want to be glad. Family's watching as well. But I know you're not like that. You know you're not like that. Yeah. So you should be happy with how you are. If you're an asshole, that's different then. But you're not. So you should worry about what anyone thinks. And people are like, if they think, oh, he might be he's a bit soft, but so what? Fuck you. I am the way I am. People think I'm harsh. People think I'm. Remember your mate?
Yeah.
She said I look like a woman.
She's probably hearing that. She knows watching.
Yeah, thank you for that. Cheers, love. Yeah, so one of his mates says, "Oh yeah, he's a bit thingy, isn't he? He looks like he's got a bit of a temper. He looks like a woman beater."
He's not a woman beater, guys.
Already made the correlation from temper.
Well, I forget they're gonna start beef now anyway.
No, but it's like. And now, if I could think about that and think, oh, what the hell? I don't give a shit. I don't care. Like, all right, you think that, fine, good for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't really care what people's opinions are, right? about you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, love yourself, but don't love yourself that much that you're just sticking up your own ass. You know what I mean?
You know how I feel about that phrase pisses me off.
Love yourself. Like, you need to love yourself as well.
No, you do.
If you don't love yourself, you just
respect yourself.
You know what I mean?
No, forget love yourself. Respect yourself. Have self-respect in the right ways. Understand what your character. Yeah. Yeah. Be honest with people. Yeah. Be straight. Be good to people. Caring. Be generous with people. Do the things that our faith teachers. We believe in faith. Do things our faith teaches us to do. Follow these rules, and you will be okay. They've not put them out there for just any. The great, if you look at great people, great scholars, great ambassadors of life, or in general, you'll learn from them. Their character was incredible. Their intentions were pure. They were very humble. They were generous. So a lot of them people gave up everything to give to the poor or charity or whatever. Not because they wanted to look good, it's because they actually cared.
Yeah, exactly.
you have to do. If you do these things, you will have a legacy. You will be remembered in the right way. If you don't do these things, or if you don't, you need to have some of these qualities in you.
Well, what they were really teaching, the moral of the story is humanity. Be human. Be human.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people nowadays are not human. They're animals. You know what I mean? And it's true. You'll see certain people that act like animals.
Yeah.
And it's like people, like I'm talking out to the people that might not really like look into religion or their faith that much. Like, I'm not saying you need to be like religious or anything. I'm not putting that out there. But what I'm saying is, do kind of read into the history. Do kind of look at the stories behind this. Why people are so into this? Why certain people? Why people are so interested in knowing? Or reading the stories. There's always a reason behind everything. Just like you look at books nowadays. You know what I mean? Like you might really like books. But sometimes look into your own religion as well and see why this person or why this, like for me it would be guru, or why
the Prophet Muhammad,
a certain prophet did this, or why they acted like this. What I mean? So
even me, I read into this your religion.
Yeah.
I read into the Christianity religion of Christianity and Judaism, even them, because their prophets were our prophets, and what Guru taught as well. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
He's not said anything wrong morally. Has he? He said the same thing that we say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
they're all teaching one thing.
They're all teaching one thing. Look at that and understand why all these great people that came down, that were sent down from God, why they said these things. They're not just saying them just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
They're saying them for a
reason.
Just
make them up. Obviously, they had a shout out from somebody.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And right about animals and all this self-love and all that stuff.
No, respect yourself.
Respect yourself.
That's the right term to use when we're in.
Respect yourself. Have some self-respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, is it the only
thing? Look in the mirror and start fucking, kissing the mirror. Look at me. Get the hell out of my face.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean like respect yourself to an extent where you respect others as well.
Yeah, exactly. But
and you don't take shit.
The good thing with the two differences, why I don't like the word self-love, all that bullshit. That can be taken further. That could get
because it can mean something else, doesn't it? Yeah.
No, but that step by step that could turn to arrogance.
Yeah. Ego and shit.
And arrogance. Because you could start loving yourself so much so that you fucking forget the whole world around you. You just care about yourself. That becomes selfish. Self-respect is different.
Yeah.
And your respect is when people are going to respect you, and you've got enough respect to sit with 5 people that you'll say something and people listen.
End of the day, guys, we should all respect each other anyway.
We should,
regardless of what faith, what we look like, what age we are.
No, that's always how it is, isn't it? Really.
You know what I mean? But not a lot of people know that. A lot of people think and you know what? Never think that you're higher than anyone else or you're lower than anyone else. Or everyone's equal in their own way, regardless if you're rich, you're poor, you're middle class, or whatever it is.
Well, the class system's finished anyway, isn't it? Really.
What?
Class system, middle class.
Well, it's still there. I feel like it's still there, though.
Do you reckon?
It's still there, bro. It's still there. I can tell the way
certain people
act. Experiences. Like the experiences.
Oh yeah. I just got it now.
So you should humble yourself and always think, you know what, I'm not better than anyone, and that person's not better than me. Yeah, but respect each other. That's the moral of what we're trying to say. And I think we should end it off there.
Yeah, I think that's enough for the first.
Because I think we've gone over an hour now. I think probably have. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Desi Boyz Podcast. What episode are we on now?
13.
Is it 13? Let's check. We are on, guys. Yeah, episode 13.
13 of the new year. The new year episode.
New year, 2022, new episode, series 2. Season 2. Season 2 of Desi Boyz Podcast. Yeah, sorry about that. So hope you enjoyed the podcast, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow our page on Desi Boyz Podcast on Instagram. I'll put it there. We'll see you next week for another one, guys. See you later, guys.
Take care.